What if a thriving ancient city lies buried in the Amazon rainforest, and we still can't find it? For centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and treasure hunters have chased rumors of a lost city deep within South America. Some called it El Dorado, others referred to it as Z, or the City of Gold. But no matter the name, one thing stays the same: it keeps vanishing. In this video, we explore the real evidence behind the myth, the brutal challenges of the Amazon, and the new technologies offering hope. You're watching Interestingly Quick, and this is the story of a city that refuses to be found. The legend of El Dorado began with tales of a golden king who would cover himself in dust and dive into sacred lakes. Spanish conquistadors twisted this into the idea of a whole city of gold hidden somewhere in the jungle. For centuries, expeditions set off to find it. Many never returned. The myth expanded beyond gold. Some believed it was an advanced society with knowledge and technology unknown to Europeans. Whether it existed or not, the obsession became real. Entire generations chased a dream shaped by a glint of gold and the lure of the unknown. Why hasn't the city been found? Start with the Amazon itself. It's nearly 2.7 million square miles of dense forest, twisting rivers, deadly wildlife, and brutal humidity. In many places, visibility is a few feet, and GPS doesn't always work. Roads vanish, paths flood, equipment fails. Entire cities could be buried under the canopy, and no one would know. The jungle isn't just hard to search, it fights back. Mold, insects, rot, and thick vegetation erase structures faster than anywhere else on Earth. The rainforest hides, consumes, and reclaims everything. In the early 20th century, British explorer Percy Fawcett believed he'd found proof of a lost Amazonian city. He called it the City of Z and vanished in 1925 while searching for it. His disappearance became legendary, spawning books, documentaries, and dozens of rescue missions, all of which failed. Fawcett's notes referenced ruins, pottery, and roads deeper in the jungle than anyone expected. Whether he died in the forest or found something and stayed silent, no one knows. But his belief in an ancient Amazonian civilization helped spark serious academic curiosity. For centuries, dense jungle canopy made satellite imaging useless. But now, scientists are using LIDAR, a laser-based scanning tool that maps the ground through vegetation. In the last few years, LIDAR has revealed lost structures, road systems, and cities in the Amazon that were completely invisible before. Massive geometric earthworks, irrigation channels, and organized settlements show that the Amazon wasn't an untouched wilderness. It was engineered and inhabited. These findings don't just support the myth. They suggest multiple advanced civilizations once lived there. Scattered throughout the Amazon are mysterious patches of dark, nutrient-rich soil called terra preta or black earth. Unlike the poor natural soil around it, terra preta supports farming and lasts for centuries. Scientists discovered that it was man-made, created by ancient inhabitants to sustain large populations. These patches appear in regions where no current cities exist, suggesting past urban centers. This proves that the rainforest once supported millions, challenging the old belief that large-scale civilization was impossible in the Amazon. The soil itself is a silent footprint of forgotten cities. Before European contact, it's estimated that up to 10 million people lived in the Amazon basin. They built villages, roads, canals, and possibly cities, only to be wiped out by disease, colonization, and time. What's left today are the hints: ancient mounds, aligned stone structures, and faded patterns only visible from the sky. The jungle overtook their creations. Trees grew, rivers shifted, and nature buried history. These weren't tribes hiding in isolation. They were urbanized societies that adapted the forest to their needs. They beat the jungle until time undid their work. For years, mainstream archaeology dismissed Amazonian city theories. The rainforest was considered too harsh for civilization. No stone temples, no pyramids, no city. But this bias ignored indigenous oral histories, early colonial reports, and clear signs of land modification. Western scholars expected Amazonian civilization to look like Greece or Egypt. And when it didn't, they missed the truth. Only recently have archaeologists taken the jungle on its own terms. And now that they are, the discoveries are coming fast. The city may not have been lost, it was just misunderstood. When Spanish and Portuguese explorers first entered the Amazon, some wrote about vast cities, paved roads, and sophisticated cultures. These stories were later dismissed as exaggerations or hallucinations from starvation and disease. But modern discoveries are proving those reports weren't all fantasy. LiDAR maps and soil studies match descriptions from early journals. What sounded like myth is starting to look like eyewitness testimony. The colonizers may have been the last people to see these cities alive, just before they disappeared. In the Amazon, even stone gets buried. But many ancient structures weren't made from stone. They used earthworks, wood, and clay. These materials decay rapidly. Within decades, buildings disappear under vines. Roads become rivers. It's not that the cities were never there. It's that the jungle wins the fight against time. That's why aerial scanning and careful excavation are essential. Without the right tools, entire civilizations can vanish without a trace. And in many cases, they already have. Many indigenous groups in the Amazon preserve oral histories about ancient cities, sky gods, and lost lands. For years, their stories were labeled as folklore. But archaeologists are beginning to listen. Indigenous people know where rivers used to run, where strange stones lie buried, and which plants mark ancient settlements. Collaborating with local knowledge has led to real discoveries. The truth is, many communities never forgot where the cities were. They were just waiting for the world to listen. Even today, exploring the Amazon is dangerous. Poisonous animals, disease, carrying insects, flash floods, and remote terrain make expeditions extremely risky. That's why many sites remain unvisited or underexplored. Even modern teams with gear and GPS have gone missing. The forest isn't just hiding the city, it's actively defending it. That constant threat slows research and makes mapping extremely difficult. Every discovery comes at a cost, and some teams never come back. Some LiDAR scans have revealed massive geometric earthworks, circles, squares, and straight roads extending for miles. These weren't random paths. They show planning, astronomy, and possibly religious alignment. One site showed a city grid older than the Inca Empire. Others had irrigation canals and dikes to control floods. This kind of organization takes generations of knowledge. Whoever built these cities understood the land and how to shape it. They weren't surviving the jungle. They were designing with it. The deeper scientists look, the clearer it becomes. There wasn't one lost city, there were many. Dozens of settlements, trading networks, and cultural hubs once dotted the basin. Some were large, others small, but all were connected. It's not a single lost El Dorado. It's a lost Amazonian civilization, spread across thousands of miles. This changes everything. It's not about finding one city. It's about rediscovering a forgotten world hidden beneath the leaves. Even with LiDAR and satellite tech, access is still limited. Politics, climate, land rights, and dense vegetation slow progress. Many regions are remote or protected, and researchers must get clearance and indigenous cooperation. Plus, funding is scarce. Archaeology in the jungle takes time, patience, and luck. Every expedition might find something, or nothing. The Amazon guards its secrets tightly, and while the evidence is growing, the lost city, or cities, remain frustratingly just out of reach. The search isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. With better technology, more respectful collaboration, and renewed scientific interest, we may be on the edge of a massive historical revelation. What lies beneath the canopy could redefine ancient civilization in the Americas. For now, the city, or cities, remain shadows beneath the trees. But each new scan, each artifact pulled from the earth, brings us closer to proving that the Amazon was never empty. It just knew how to hide. And that's the incredible mystery of the lost city in the Amazon. Hidden, hunted, and still just out of reach. It's a story of myth, science, survival, and rediscovery. If you're as hooked as we are, like this video, drop your favorite theory in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Interestingly Quick for more stories from history's shadowy edges. Until next time, stay curious and keep looking. The jungle still has secrets.